Well, Larry, there are a long list of candidates vying for 6 spots on City Council. What do you think distinguishes you and makes you different?
Well, I think one, I'm a longtime resident here, know the community. I think I've been involved with my community involvement with all ages. My previous career as a high school teacher and administrator at Lloydminster Contra High School. Over the years, now I see those students who are now business leaders, who I talk to all the time, who are involved in various community organizations, charitable organizations, who I talk to all the time. So that, and I think the other thing that people have told me, and when I first initially ran for my first term, was that they thought I was a person with a reasonable voice that would give them, that would consider everybody's opinion and make choices. And they thought that has been a very good character skill of mine. So.
And what do you think is the biggest issue facing Lloydminster right now? And if you're elected to another term, how would you go about to change it or try and fix it over the next 4 years?
Well, I think for me, it's not a matter of the biggest issue. When you're on council, I've had the opportunity to talk to lots of different individual citizens who phone me, email me, or talk to me in person, groups and organizations. So, depending who you talk to, those are the burning issues for those people. So for me, I have several priorities that I want to either continue or to bring forward, and they include things such as making it still an attractive business place to come to. Public transit for sure is going to come up, and I know that that's something we have to look at, and in fact is in our strategic plan that we just went through. Healthcare issues, attracting and retaining general practitioners, along with seniors care, is very important to people out there. So we will again be looking at those and ways that we can help the people who can actually make a difference in doing that. Along with public transportation, though, is just transportation itself and our congested highways. And of course, everybody refers to Highway 17 North and South, which is scheduled to begin next year. But we need to continue to look at it. Although there is a plan, we need to continue to look at it and say, are there ways that we can still improve it as we're going along in the construction phases? Bar Colony Heritage Cultural Center. Lots of people know that part of it has been down for over a year now. So we have to find, we're at a place where we now are going to have to find a place. So is that a standalone place? Is that as part of a total bigger building? So we're going to need to take a look at that and have public input in on that. And of course, one that is always near to me are facilities, our recreational facilities, including our arenas, including things like skateboard parks, which we do have a brand new one and has been very, very popular, the redevelopment of Bud Miller Park, and the continuation of our walkways / bicycle paths that will connect all of Lloydminster. So those are things that people have told me that are the issues, and I believe they are as well, that we're going to need to take a look at in the next 4 years.
So a long list of issues here in the border city, but what can actually be done to have something tangible and not just have people talking about the issues, but have some of these solved?
Well, we need to take a look at, for example, in public transit. It's very expensive. We've taken a look at other cities our size and then the bigger cities, and so it's very expensive. So what are the kind of options? What do we need? So first of all, we need to take a look at that. What are our needs? Who is it directed to? Can we do it on a full-time basis, or do we do it on a part-time basis? And do we get some sponsorships to help cover the cost for that? So there's one of the things. Some of the things, infrastructure. So underwater, the water mains, sewer mains, paving. Those are things that we'll just continue to do on an ongoing basis that we just have to put in our budget. So we will prioritize all of these lists as every councillor will bring their issues to the table, and then we'll have to see how does it fit in our budget.
And what are your thoughts on Mayor Jeff Mulligan being acclaimed to his second term?
Well, I think overall Mayor Mulligan has done a very good job. Certainly, in terms of being progressive thinking, and you know, and I'm along the same lines. That's one of the things I ran on, that we needed to be, in order to make our city attractive and a good place for people to raise their families, that we need to provide places, we needed to provide facilities going forward, and Mayor Mulligan has proposed a number of those, as we have on council, and so I've been in agreement with, you know, most of those things.
And you are a current councillor, Larry. What do you think you bring to municipal politics, and what will you continue to bring forward?
Well, I think there's no doubt that the experience of these past 3 years have been very beneficial for me. I've gone in with some things that I felt, you know, fairly knowledgeable about, just because of my background and in my community involvement. But there are other areas that I had to learn. Going to places like SUMA, Saskatchewan Urban Municipalities Association Convention, and AUMA on the Alberta side, to meeting those people, interacting with ministers, with people with influence in government in terms of funding, grants, those things. I think that has definitely helped me, that I can bring that, and I now know these people and can go forward in talking to them about more of the issues that we have and where we can direct administration to go in order to get funding to help us achieve all the things that we'd like to do.
Well, thank you very much, Larry. That is Larry Sauer, vying for his second term on Lloydminster City Council.